Hey guys, Ryan with Inside Real Estate. Had a question today about onboarding new agents and how a broker or admin might go about creating a sequence that would introduce and indoctrinate maybe new agents to a company. And my suggestion was, go ahead and create a kvCORE smart campaign that does that. And as you bring new agents into your company, you could assign them to the smart campaign. So figure to be helpful maybe if you want to do this for me to run through how you would go about creating that smart campaign. So let's go ahead now and in kvCORE or BT Pro, we'll go over to marketing over on the left side and we'll click on smart campaigns. And we'll go ahead over to the right here and we'll click add campaign. And then it'll ask for campaign scope. You can give it whatever scope you want. If you're going to have multiple people at the company, maybe assigning agents to this campaign admins, you might just give it company scope. And we'll say 4 agents right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start the campaign when, and we have to give it a rule right here. So we could do new, we could do hashtag, maybe I'll just do hashtag onboarding. It doesn't so much matter what we do here. I am going to give it the hashtag onboarding. You can do it that way if you want to kind of automate this a little more, the firing of the campaign. But in most cases, you're probably just going to have the new agent and then you're going to go and manually assign the campaign, and this sort of becomes moot. But anyway, go ahead. I'm going to pick hashtag onboarding. You can use whatever you want. I'm going to go here and just leave the always run on. I'm going to go to next right here. I could have done I don't want to start trigger too. I should highlight that. You see where it says I do not want to start trigger? So maybe you decide you don't need an actual trigger here because you're always going to do it manually, but I'm doing that hashtag. Campaign design for, I guess I'll go ahead and here and put it for agent, like so. And then we'll go to next and we'll give it a name. So we'll just call it company onboarding, whatever you want to call it. The system, I believe, still does require a description, so just call it campaign for onboarding new agents or whatever you want to call it. A lot of times I just put a few dots in this box and don't give it a description, to be honest. We'll go ahead and click next. We review our campaign parameters here. We click finish. So now the campaign should be searchable in my campaigns. So if I type onboarding right here, it should pop up for me. You can see right here I have my company onboarding. You'll notice that the status is off. Right? So it's not on yet. A lot of times what I do is I just turn it on right away. The reason is I forget to turn it on at the end of the process sometimes, but leave it off until you're ready to use it, or you can just turn it on right away depending on how you're building this. If you're going to just sit down and do it all at once today, fine. If you want to leave it off because you're going to be building this over a few days and adding the content over time and you're not quite ready to launch it, you can leave it off. So now what I'll do is I'll click on into company onboarding right here, and I can start adding stuff to the campaign. And you can see here the campaign is actually active, not active as well. So we have that other toggle here. So I'll just leave it inactive for now. And then we're going to start adding stuff to the campaign. Now with all kvCORE Smart Campaigns, you see you have a bunch of different options: email, text, SMS, anything you want to do. And what it becomes, what it comes down to is, what do you want to send to your agents as they come in to and onboard them to your company? And the more I think about this, I like this idea because people are coming into your company and you've got all kinds of stuff going on, right? They've got just all kinds of stuff. They've got the tech that you provide. They've got company policies they need to be aware of, right? Maybe they need to know who everybody on the admin team is. So maybe you'll drip an email just introducing everybody on the admin team, or a video, right? Maybe they need to know who the executives are at the company and you want to have videos go out directly from them introducing themselves. So there's lots of fun stuff you can do here, and kvCORE Smart Campaigns give you a lot of flexibility. But let's just start with just an example, and we'll just send a quick email, right? So we'll go add action, email. Right, and we can do something like, welcome to Mitch and Murray Brokerage. Some of you guys will get the reference there. Comment below if you know. I think it's Mitch and Murray. Know what I'm talking about there. Mitch and Murray's Brokerage right here. And, do something like, hi, just wanted to say a quick hello and welcome to the brokerage. Now, of course, you're going to do what you need to do here. One of the first things you might want to do is join the internal company Facebook group, right? Maybe you guys have a Facebook group where you all chat, or maybe you have a Slack channel, or you have somewhere, or a company intranet where you all interact. So you would talk about that, right? And then you could go through and maybe we'll go ahead and do that. I'll click Save Changes. Let's call this welcome message, right? We'll have to give it a name, welcome message. This would be from, now it would be from, I guess you could do from system to agent, or you could do from agent to agent. And it's not to agent, actually. It would have to be from agent to contact. And one of the ins and outs of this is you are going to make your agent a contact in kvCORE. I didn't mention that, but now that I go to this step, there's going to be an agent at the company whose account this campaign is coming from. That would be an admin or you as the broker. And then the contact, you're going to make your agent a contact in the system. So the rule is from agent to contact. And then, so don't get that wrong. Don't put agent, because what the agent choice here under 2 is designed to do is allow you to send yourself kind of internal memos as parts of campaigns, which is also very powerful stuff. But do from agent to contact, and then we'll do, let's send this, 3 minutes or immediately after the campaign is fired, right here. And then I'll save changes. Another thing I'll mention, let's go back. You noticed here too that you had the option to send with core video, looking to send core video. So you can build out advanced templates. If I click on new advanced template and use the more advanced editor, I could have included a video welcoming that agent to the company. So we have an email right here. And then let's just say I want to also, just to make sure, because emails don't always get through, I can send a follow-up text maybe, 30 minutes later, or the next day, whatever time sequence I want to do, and I can say, hi, merge in their first name, and they would be it says lead first name, because remember, they're the contact. Just making sure you got our onboarding email today, question mark, right? And then just put like your name, right there. So if you want to make sure that your agents are getting that messaging that's going out, you could follow it up with a text right there. The real reason I'm showing you that is just to show you can merge in other types of activities. If you're heavily using the system and maybe you're following a call schedule, you could schedule a call. Maybe you want a call to go out on day 3 or 4 from the admin who handles your commissions or something like that, so that person makes sure that they have all the documentation they need, or a copy of their license, or whatever it might be. So of course, your company, every company is going to be a little different. You can have a set of steps that you want agents to go through and an onboarding sequence. And the main point of this video is that you can use kvCORE Smart Campaigns to do that. Make the agent a contact in the system and then assign them to this campaign. So I'm not going to go and spend an hour building this out. You're going to have to dedicate a few hours, a few days, or put somebody on your team on this project. But the cool thing is you can evolve the campaign over time and add more and more stuff to it. And another advantage to putting all your agents in the system in this way as contacts is that when you need to send a mass message, you can use kvCORE's functionality to send a mass message broadcast to everybody who is an agent as well. So that's also useful. So let me show you one more thing, and that is how am I going to assign people to this campaign. So I'll go ahead and hit save. Remember, you're going to want to make the campaign active, right here, if you're ready to do it. So up at the top, you see the campaign active. I have it off right now. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to the main CRM. Let's say we have a new contact, right? We'll go new agent at company. We'll just give them a fake name, agent at company.com, right? And then when we add them, you'll notice here, we can call them lead type agent. We can do Smart Campaign. And then if I search for onboarding, company onboarding, I can add them to that campaign right away as I add them to the system. So you're going to need to have a step in the process of onboarding an agent where they get added to this campaign. You'll add them to kvCORE. They'll get added here. So I think the big thing to remember here is that you're not only adding them to kvCORE as an agent, right, with their own access, if they're going to have access to the system, they need to be a contact in some admin's system so that they get this Smart Campaign. That's kind of an important thing to mention. So I hope this is helpful for those of you who are onboarding agents to your company. I do think this is a really good idea. I think in my experience when I've joined new companies, I get a whole bunch of info all at once. And let's be honest, probably half of it falls through the wayside. And then 3-4 weeks later, I'm asking some admin, what was that again? Where do I find this? Where do I find that? So this is an interesting way for you to kind of systematically onboard people and also help them engage with the kvCORE or BT Pro system. You could drip out videos that you see us posting, say in the Facebook group or on YouTube, and say, hey, I have a kvCORE tip for you, right? So you see one of our videos, you could put that in your onboarding drip campaign at day like 92. Just a random kvCORE tip for you. It's just so that over time you've got your whole pool of agents who are at your company getting more and more indoctrinated, not only to kvCORE, but any other systems that you might have. So comment down below. Let me know if you thought this was mildly useful. If you are not somebody who worries about agent onboarding, it probably wasn't interesting. But if you happen to be an admin or a broker owner and you find this interesting and you'd like more content related to this or have any questions about this, feel free to comment down below or reach out anytime. Thanks a lot.